Hello everyone and happy Friday. So today I want to talk a little bit about mental health and technology and screens and social media. And I want to offer a really balanced view of this subject because there's so much good that can come from connecting with people through social media, and so much good that we, especially now that we're kind of social distancing and we're having to connect in ways that we didn't have to before. There can also be some downsides, which I want to talk about in a little bit. But I want to encourage you, to get the resources that you need. Our website has some amazing resources on there. There's so much cool stuff on there, so check us out on the web. The Counseling Center is also on Instagram and Facebook, and if you want some of those kind of positive influences in your life, check out those sites, and there's so many more. We have a lot of great links to them, so check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Just want to also kind of looking at this in a balanced way too, thinking about social media almost as a drug. Sometimes it's like a cup of coffee here and there is great. That little bit of caffeine can make us feel energized and kind of get us going. But if you're having maybe 10 cups of coffee, not so healthy. It's almost like that old saying of the dose is in the poison. How much of something you're doing really determines how healthy or unhealthy it is for you. And if you're spending, and this really varies person to person, but if you're spending too much time looking at screens or on social media in particular, it can be really detrimental. And there is a lot of research that shows that, especially going on social media, quote unquote, too much, can be really detrimental. Individuals who go on too much have higher levels of stress and depression and just overall distress. And the reason for that is because, a lot of times when we're looking at other people's social media, they try to put their best foot forward and they show this unrealistic, idealized version of themselves. And so we're all flawed, imperfect people, and when we see that idealized life or story or person on social media, we start to do this social comparison thing where we think, oh, I'm not as good as that person, or my life isn't as good, or I can't do what they can do. And, it's unfair to us because we're comparing ourselves to someone that doesn't really exist, this idealized, this unrealistic idealized person. And again, that's not fair to us, that's not fair to you. But again, it's not all bad. It can be really great to connect and see ideas and stories and poetry and meet with people that are all around the world. That's so cool. So not saying anything's good or bad, but just maybe being mindful of how much you're doing, how much you're using. And that's my challenge to you today, is to maybe think about taking a little bit of a technology break. And that can be as short or really as long as you think you can handle. Pick a number, like a doable number, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, or even a day if you can. And just see what it's like to kind of disconnect a little bit, and see if maybe, see how you feel during that time. Do you feel better? Does it make you feel kind of more connected? Does it feel anxious? Does it make you feel anxious? Does it make you feel something negative? And that can maybe give you some clues. Like maybe you are using social media a bit too much, or kind of having screens get in the way of you being able to connect authentically with the people in your life. And so again, just a number that's reasonable to you, just kind of see what that's like. And maybe even taking a little bit of a break from something can make you realize how much you do enjoy it and how much joy it does bring to your life. And if we like the cup of coffee metaphor, just by being mindful and taking a few sips of one cup of coffee, much healthier than maybe chugging 10 cups of coffee all at once. So just being mindful of how much you're using, and that it can make you feel a lot better if you're careful about your use and thoughtful about how much you're using. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope you have a really happy and healthy rest of the Friday and a good weekend. And again, I challenge you to maybe just take a little bit of time, maybe this weekend, and see what that's like. Just see what that's like to be with the people that you're with, or even your environment, if you go for a walk alone, what that's like to not constantly be checking your phone. So again, happy Friday and well wishes for the weekend, and take care. Bye-bye.